oh my god, are we going to dump even lower? Because yes, Bitcoin broke this critical support and we came all the way back down to the levels of $35,900. So is this going to continue even lower, or was this just a major scam week? And talking about scam week, yes, the dollar dumped towards the downside like we said in the previous video, and we broke the $104 level. So what is going to happen next? Are we going to see this massive pump for Bitcoin? Guys, if you want to find out more about Ethereum, Casper and also Bitcoin versus Ethereum, make sure to watch the video until the end and smash up the like button, and welcome back to B4Crypto. And yes, before we're going to go over to the charts, we're going to look at the CPI release, because yes, it came in lower than expected, and this is overall quite bullish for the markets, and that's why we saw this dump for the dollar currency index. So let's go over to the charts. And yes, we saw this massive dump for the dollar currency index, and we were talking about this in the previous video, that I expected we're going to form a lower high and that we're going to come all the way back down to this major support, and we broke this support and we came all the way back down to the bottom of the range. But what is going to happen next? We need to zoom out to first of all find out where's the next support and resistance, because on the dollar currency index we can clearly see we came all the way back down into this major support zone, where the price movement of the dollar index bounced off from this trend where we were in this massive upward sloping trend. So first of all, we could expect on the 4-hour chart that we're going to bounce off from this levels and that we're going to retest this major resistance, which was previous support, and then we could expect that yes, the dollar is going to go even lower, because the overall trend is definitely still bearish, because the dollar currency index is forming lower highs. So we could expect this dump towards the downside. But let's go over to Bitcoin, because yes, we were talking about the symmetrical triangle in the previous video, but we saw that we failed to break out exactly here, and we broke the bottom trend line from this symmetrical triangle. And let's look at the price target, because yes, a symmetrical triangle, if we break towards the downside, has the same price target, and if we're going to drag it to the breakout point, we can see it perfectly lines up with the 61.8, but we didn't see the price movement of Bitcoin come all the way back down to the 61.8, so we could expect that yes, we're going to cool off in this region, and that we're going to see a dump even lower and maybe even form a lower low, and we're going to turn around the 61.8. So be careful jumping in any positions at the moment, because Bitcoin doesn't like this V-shaped recoveries that we bounce off from a level and come straight back up. We could expect that we're going to see some consolidation within this region, form a W and then break out even higher. Because yes, this was definitely a scam week, because we can see that the dollar index is dumping, and normally if the dollar goes down, Bitcoin goes up. So we could see that yes, this liquidity and volatility was used to shake out all the weak hands, because a lot of people will sell their Bitcoin. And what are these big institutions going to do? Yes, they are going to buy your Bitcoin. And yes, these major players are entering the markets, so we could expect some massive volatility. But yes, we saw this massive pump towards the upside, and now we saw this correction of, let us see, at the moment, of 5%. Guys, this is normal within a bull market to even see a correction of all the way back down to 20%. This would mean that Bitcoin would come all the way back down and even lower. Yes, all the way to the $31,000 level, exactly here. Let us be precise, this would be the $30,200 level. But guys, I don't expect that we're going to see a dump this low. Yes, maybe we could expect that Bitcoin is going to come all the way back down to the 61.8. This is going to be my first price target, or we could even expect that Bitcoin is going to come all the way back to the 78.6, to this major breakout point. But guys, we could also expect that yes, Bitcoin is just going to consolidate and form a higher high, and that we could expect that we're going to break the next level. And guys, yes, dollar cost average into Bitcoin, and if you want to buy Bitcoin on the spot market, go down in the video description below and sign up with my referral links. And yes, you can also now sign up with Bitflex, where you can deposit $100 and open a trade, and you get $10 for free. So make use of this free money, and you can also sign up with all the other exchanges. So let's go over to the charts, and yes, we're going to look at Ethereum, because yes, we can see that Ethereum didn't break down as much as Bitcoin. We perfectly held the support round about the 38.2, which is also this major resistance level, which now acts as support. And yes, this is round about the level of 2031 US dollars. So yes, we could expect that Ethereum is going to consolidate before we're going to see the next move higher, because this support is really strong. We can see that the price is perfectly holding this major zone. But guys, we're going to look at our price targets on the daily chart. Our first price target is going to be the 2,300 US dollar level, and ultimately we're going to see this push all the way up to the 2,500 US dollar level. But we can see that Ethereum is perfectly holding this range and this support above the 38.2, which is also this major support zone. And yes guys, we could expect this massive breakout for Ethereum, because yes, on the weekly chart we can see that Ethereum didn't break the previous highs, so we could expect this massive pump towards the upside. And yes, let's go over to the Bitcoin versus Ethereum chart, because yes, at these levels I sold a part of my Bitcoin, and you can see we had this massive pump towards the upside all the way to the 0.5788 level. And then we saw this correction, but at the moment we can see that Bitcoin dumps, but Ethereum is still holding the line above the 2,000 US dollar level. And that's why, yes guys, this is working out perfectly. We are seeing that Ethereum is outperforming Bitcoin, and I could expect that yes, we're going to at least come all the way back up to the previous highs, which is all the way up at the levels at 0.8. Because if you look at the measured move all the way from here all the way to the previous highs, this would be a pump of 50%. So yes, 50% more Bitcoin. But before we're going to end this video, let's go over to Casper, because once again the Fibonacci retracement level worked out perfectly. We saw this retracement all the way to the 23.6, and we've been talking about this in the previous video. So yes, you made some major profits if you've been entering at the 38.2. And guys, if you want to trade all of these moves, go down in the video description below and sign up to my free Telegram group where I posted all of these trades: Casper, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and also XRP trade. And yes, we could expect that crypto and Bitcoin is going to go up from here, because yes, we are only at the beginning of a major run towards the upside, and the dollar is not looking good at the moment. We are seeing that we're also breaking the $104 level, and that we could expect a dump all the way back down to the $102 level, and this would mean that we could see a major pump towards the upside, and that this was just a major scam week. And before we're going to end this video, guys, if you like this content, smash up the like button and subscribe. And if you want to find out more about crypto, go over to my channel and make sure to watch this video where I talk about Filecoin and the potential of a 3000% pump towards the upside. And guys, make sure to be for crypto, and we see each other in the next video.